Pastor Dan is the head of the First Presbyterian Church, and we had a chance to sit with him and learn about his perspective and what he thought people starting out might need to hear. Let's listen to what Pastor Dan has to say.
One of the greatest challenges in life for me is trying to figure out how to make Hawaii a better place. And there are so many things that are hitting us from so many different sides. And being a pastor and facing thousands of people every week, I realize the deep hurt people have. And whether it's an economic one of financial, or whether it's the heartache of a divorce or losing a loved one through death, relationship stress, how to figure out a way to give people hope and tools for the future. Part of my role is helping people find their destiny, and part of finding one's destiny is to kind of navigate through all of the pain and suffering in their life and how to learn lessons from that and move ahead. And so through my church, I present things like divorce recovery programs, or grief share programs, or elder care programs. We're trying to help youth navigate through the difficulty of being an adolescent, or young adults, how to find a spouse, and or decide not to have a spouse, and how to pick the right career that really uses all of my gifts. But the hardest thing is when you also understand in the entire world the extreme poverty that there is. And so one of my roles is trying to galvanize churches throughout the community to have a heart for those who are extremely poor and support them through a variety of programs. If I had one life lesson to share, it would be to encourage people to be humble. Humility, for me, is the key for wisdom in this life. And it's amazing how people don't understand that, and they really need to grapple with what does it to mean to be humble every day, that I don't have all the answers, and that there's much for me to learn, and yes, I do make a lot of mistakes, and I do have to say I'm sorry. And I think actually the opposite of humility is not arrogance, but ignorance. Ignorant of all the blessings we have received, how God gave us a good start, how God put us in a context where we could learn. Just all of us want to grow in life. All of us want to improve. All of us want to live a fulfilled life. And humility is really the key for that. Don't be a pastor unless you're fully committed and passionate about that. And there's nothing else you can do, because if there's something else you could do, then do that. If you really are called to do something, make sure that when your head hits the pillow at night, that you are going to go to sleep thinking, I'm leading a fulfilled life, I'm really trying to help the community, and it's all worth it. All the stress, the ulcer-provoking situations, it's all worth it. And if you're in a job where when your head hits the pillow at night and you can't say it's all worth it, then it's going to be a bummer, because you're going to be in that job for decades. So find a job that you really, really know when you go to sleep it was worth all the craziness, the politics, maybe even the quasi-burnout, because I'm being fulfilled and the community is going to be a better place.